In the quiet Indian town of Rameswaram, a legend was born. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, born on October 15, 1931, was the son of a humble boat owner. But nobody knew that this boy, who sold newspapers to help his family make ends meet, would one day become the missile man of India and the 11th president of the nation. Surrounded by the salty winds of the Bay of Bengal, young Kalam's early life was dictated by simplicity and a deep connection to his roots. His parents instilled in him values of hard work and integrity, traits that would carry him far. Little did the world know, a journey propelled by dreams was about to unfold. At the tender age of 10, Kalam faced the harsh realities of life when poverty knocked on their door. However, it was in the midst of these challenges that the spark of curiosity ignited within him. Drawing diagrams of birds in the sand and leafing through his mother's cookbooks, young Abdul would often gaze at the skies, imagining possibilities beyond the horizon. Rising through the ranks of academia, Kalam enrolled in the Madras Institute of Technology. His passion for aerospace engineering transformed him, giving him wings to fly towards his dreams. But that journey was not without struggles. The competitive nature of the field, the skepticism of his peers, and the burden of his humble beginnings weighed heavily on him. Yet, with resilience unmatched, Kalam thrived in the face of adversity, eventually landing a position at ISRO, India's pinnacle of space research. In 1969, he took charge of the Indian National Space Program, and the world began to see glimpses of a man destined to reshape the future. But it wasn't long before the shadows of doubt crept in. The turning point came during the late 1970s when Kalam proposed the ambitious project of the Integrated Guided Missile Development Program. Skepticism flooded in, questioning whether a nation rife with economic challenges could succeed in developing its own missile technology. However, Kalam's relentless passion and groundbreaking vision breathed life into the initiative. The success of the first indigenous missile, Prithvi, in 1988 solidified his place in history. His work not only contributed to India's defense capabilities, but also sparked a sense of pride among an entire nation. As a result, Kalam was revered, with accolades pouring in from every corner of the nation, now seeing him as a father figure of technology. However, the applause accompanied a personal loss. In the glow of success, he found himself somewhat isolated from his family. Yet, amidst his growing fame, he remained grounded, often recalling the tales of his origins, a time when his mother would feed him stories as much as food. Little did he realize that this mix of humility and accomplishment would lead to an unexpected twist in his story. In 2002, Abdul Kalam was elected as the President of India, an extraordinary leap from his previous role as a defense scientist. His presidency was characterized by an unparalleled connection with the youth of India. But nobody knew he would be the last politician to address the nation in such a manner. His popular motto, "Ignited Minds," ignited a fire of curiosity and innovation among young Indians. Yet it was his approach that turned hearts, as he often shared how failure was merely a stepping stone. After leaving office in 2007, Kalam became a living legacy, embarking on a mission to inspire the nation's youth. His advocacy for education emphasized dreams and aspirations. But what would happen next shocked the world. He continued to lecture tirelessly until the end, often interspersing horror with humor, keeping the young minds captivated. On July 27, 2015, during a lecture at the Indian Institute of Management Shillong, he collapsed. The world mourned, for a simple man with an extraordinary resolve had left this plane. The legacy of A.P.J. Abdul Kalam is not merely about missile technology, but a narrative of hope, resilience, and the power of dreams. Today, his thoughts echo in classrooms, conferences, and aspirations of millions. He taught us that success is not defined by accolades, but by the lives we touch. As we reflect on his life, we realize that his dreams continue to soar high above the skies he once marveled at as a child. The pursuit of knowledge, integrity, and igniting the minds of future generations is a testament to his journey, one that continues to inspire. In a world full of chaos and uncertainty, his beliefs are as relevant today as they were when he walked the earth. Indeed, The incredible journey of A.P.J. Abdul Kalam teaches us that no dream is too big and no obstacle too great when you possess passion and resilience. His life remains an emotional testament to the belief that everyone can achieve greatness, no matter their beginnings. And so, long after his departure, Kalam's spirit lives in every dreamer, reminding us to reach for the stars, just as he once did, and forever seeking the truth within ourselves. The echoes of his voice still resonate within the walls of schools and universities, drawing young minds toward the realm of possibilities. People often say that A.P.J. Abdul Kalam was not just a scientist or a president. He was a movement, a catalyst for change, and a beacon of hope for the youth. His vision transcended the simple confines of his position, reaching far and wide, igniting a national fervor for technological innovation and idea creation. But the hearts of millions turned heavy when they recounted his humble origins. Abdul's journey was not paved with golden opportunities, but rather with the grit of unyielding spirit and an eternal thirst for knowledge. Growing up in Rameswaram, where the horizon met the endless sea, Kalam learned that education was